David Beckham has been mentioned in the Epstein files 9 times, and this should come as absolutely no surprise to anyone. After all, the man has been accused of cheating on his wife by about half a dozen different women, landed in hot water with the public for what can only be described as questionable behavior, and now made the dodgiest of deals at the World Economic Forum in Davos. Yet somehow, the mainstream media haven't reported on his 3 biggest crimes, with the last of them being genuinely career-ending. First, weaponizing the press against his own son. The picture you're seeing on screen is of Katie Hind, a lifelong friend of Beckham's, who also happens to be a journalist and consultant editor for the Daily Mail. She's the one responsible for all the negative press you've seen about Brooklyn and his missus. And that's not even her biggest offense. She's helped Beckham shut down countless girls who attempted to speak out about the man through NDAs and settlements in exchange for exclusives. It gets worse. Point number 2. Victoria Beckham. As per the House of Beckham, a biography by Tom Bauer, the couple only care about 3 things: money, power, and sex. In fact, their marriage is purely a commercial alliance. They sleep in separate wings of their home, and Victoria is acutely aware of all the fuckery Beckham gets up to, but tolerates it as long as the brand remains unscathed. The one time she did lash out, she ended up punching David in the face, and he had to refrain from making public appearances up until he fully recovered, which cost these human advertising boards millions of dollars. Third, and I don't know how Beckham and the rest of the individuals involved haven't been cancelled for this, the Davos deal. As you may have seen in the recent Epstein file dump, the World Economic Forum has been mentioned thousands of times as a front for establishing global authoritarian rule through an incredibly creepy concept called the Great Reset, and Beckham's been in bed with them for the best part of 20 years. He quite literally signed a 5-year deal with the Bank of America last month to whitewash their reputation after they were caught red-handed passing on private information of their customers over to the FBI. I couldn't care less about family drama, but honestly, you can't blame Brooklyn for getting his toxic, narcissistic, and morally bankrupt parents out of his life. There's no law they wouldn't sink to in order to gain power, and I get the feeling what I'm telling you here is merely the tip of the iceberg. Subscribe if you liked the video, and don't if you thought it was shite. Peace!